XL, all right. Oh, my plans, they're all foiled. Hello, Am. Why use pi when you could just use 1/2 of tau? I'm just being a menace. It's true, just use 3 instead of pi. Don't worry too much about the little things. What, all right, like, what's 14% of 1? Like, come on. Just use 3. I mean, pi's ceiling is 4. You could use that. I don't know why you went all the way over there, buddy, but, like, you do you. This pooter, okay. I really wanted it to be gone and it wouldn't leave. See, that's like a good item. However, that's an even better item. It's not an item by your reckoning, but you just gotta be a little more open. I do not know why commas and periods are opposite in some places. Like, I know it is that way, but I don't know why. Yeah, but why? Like, I know it happens, just I don't get why. Do you still say like 3.14 though, or do you say 3,14, which would, that just seems, that's so much wasted breath. Sake, that's so much wasted breath. Bruh. That's even more ridiculous. I know there's another item room. I want to leave this boss fight, but I'm not going to. It's something to reroll, and I need that. I would like someone to read pi as like 3 and 1400s, but like instead of 1400s, you know, it's like 1 mega quintillion kind of deal. That sounds fun. I hate that too. Like, if you ask me to do that about the amount of pi I know, I couldn't do it. That's just not a thing that I could do. Because I know 69 digits of pi. But as soon as I have to say them in like a different rhythm or like anything, then I already have. And I already know and I have it memorized in. There's no freaking way that I could do that. Oh, this is terrible. This is also terrible. This run is terrible. I hate it here. I want to go somewhere else. You know, I will risk death to continue this attempt. Because if I'm out of here, I'm out of here. That's just good. For the record, I memorized all of that pi in like 2008 because yes, I've been like this for my whole life. Gone. But soy? Yeah, but soy. Absolutely not.
The fool.
Quick, someone gift 900 subs. I would love to see that happen to me, of course. But, you know, in general, it would be pretty crazy to see someone just drop 900 subs on someone. Even if it's not me, but it should be me. Interesting. $750 was the lost. No, you have to do 9 instances of 100. Well, I guess you could do fewer. If you only care about sub points, you could do tier 3 subs, which count as 6 instead of 5. Despite now only costing 4 tier 1 subs. But, like, yeah, you could... you could do, like, a bunch of those. Gee, when Isaac takes damage, that's not gonna happen. That I don't want, but... Oh yeah, sure, 900 tier 3 subs, that would be cool. That would be very cool. I will take belly jelly, that's good. Tier 3, you can only do 40 of at a time? I didn't know that. I guess they don't, they have like a transaction size limit kind of dealio, I guess. Dartarius, thank you for the 75-month sub. Very cool. Thank you for the continued support. I mean, I've had a couple of times, I've had someone drop 100 subs. Only like twice, but it's happened. Yeah, that's still a lot. I'm not gonna tell you it isn't. And like 3 or 4 times, people have given $1,000 or more dollars. Later. Speaking of $1,000 or more dollars, I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'll be feeling good enough for Thursday. If not, hopefully Friday. But all I know is definitely not tomorrow and definitely not Wednesday. Belly jelly! Best jelly. Two completely worthless items. No, not back stuff. I'll take betrayal and see what happens, I guess. I mean, it is surgery. It's just it's elective surgery. It's not for my back. So it's very not important. It is not for my mouth. No, that's Backstabber that stabs you in the back. Betrayal is enemies stabbing each other in the back. Is this why isn't this a secret room? What do you mean? All right, let's try here. Oh, the meme coin. I can't afford LASIK. There's no way. I also don't think I would actually want to get LASIK. Billy Jelly makes me happy. Wow, I'm really not getting items. PRK, isn't that like the... Isn't that like North Korea? Still recovering near a month later. I mean, I'm still recovering from my back 3 months later. It's like, it's been sore lately. I still don't have the same full range of motion. I'm about to be allowed to work out, but I don't feel like I should. Like, I don't know. 3 months as of Wednesday, yeah. Going for it. Goodbye. That's pretty important to have options for boss items on the Lost. I was worried that I placed that too far for a second. I didn't go in here and I can. I have the power. Anyway, yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't do eye surgery. Like, the people that I know who have had LASIK have had positive experiences. But reading about people that haven't had positive experiences, I wouldn't want to take that chance. I don't fully like glasses. I don't mind them so much, but like, if I wear over-ear headphones, then my glasses will like cut into the skin behind my ear and it'll be uncomfortable for like a week. So I don't like that. But I hate contacts, so I kind of have mostly given up on using over-ear headphones. Mostly. Sometimes I use them. But I really hate contacts. Zeke, thank you for the 16. Happy chat here. I can put in contacts just fine. They just, even with the dailies, they, this is so pointless. They make my eyes feel really dry really quickly. Like within like a couple hours at most. I'm already uncomfortable in daily contacts. So I just, you know, they're not for me. And I use eye drops and it solves the problem for like 5 minutes. Do you mean that as a cautionary tale, or are you speaking to your own experience? Like, once you start using eye drops, you just can't stop. Or do you mean like you grow dependent upon them? Anyway, the contact drops didn't really do anything for me, so. That's not, like, useful, but neither is that. What the heck, video game? Ah, heck yeah, that's what I need. It's not what I needed. Let me tell you. Oh, boy. I mean, I'm still at base tiers, so I guess it's not that bad. Goodbye. because I actually, so, I've used chapstick, you know, like in the morning and before bed every day for like 15 years probably. Oh, belly jelly. And when I didn't use it because I didn't have any when I was in the hospital for my surgery, for example, I was actually fine. My lips were like fine. Turns out I'm not hopelessly dependent on it. Which confused me, but was cool, but I'm still gonna use it because like, feels good. Anyway, I'm just gonna, I don't really mind the not being able to use over-ear headphones thing. Again, I still use mine sometimes, but I should just like sell them. I'm gonna get the really nice earbuds, the like customs, fit to my ear. And then I just kind of will just always use that. So, oh, this is dangerous. Yeah, shoot the lad. Dry baby too good. Anyway, the moral is to say, I don't even want LASIK. And I can't afford it, but I don't even want it if I could. I haven't seen anything good said about the Borderlands movie. Wait, Mopey, are you still here? Have you seen it yet? You said, was that this weekend that you said you were doing it? I would have been happy if it like literally no one saw it. If it like debuted at no money. That would have been really fun. Disco, thank you for the 22. Thank you very much. I saw Jolt posted like a review of it on his YouTube, and I was like, that's just funny. Like, I mean, I guess, you know. But honestly, you couldn't pay me to see it. I wouldn't go. No, I'm sure it had literally nothing to do with the stories of the games. The stories of the games are bad, and apparently that makes people on Reddit upset when you say that, which I think is funny. Like, oh, Borderlands 2 is so good, the writing was great. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't actually comment on Reddit, just I saw that, and people were having such opinions, and I was like, huh? What do you mean the writing was good? What do you mean the story was good? Are we playing different Borderlands 2s? Handsome Jack wasn't written well. He was acted well. Like, give his lines as is to another actor, people wouldn't like him. He wasn't written well. What is this? Perks, thank you. They're also mad at me. Okay, I haven't spent as much time in Borderlands 3 as Borderlands 2. I have like a 1/10 the playtime, if that. I don't know if Tyreen was written better than Jack. Probably worse, if not just like, you know, equally poorly. The acting was just worse. So it kind of doesn't matter. Oh, I want that. But not like I'm going there, so it's fine. I agree, General Knox is the only good villain. Like, they should have milked more General Knox instead of Jack comes back all the time. Turn Handsome Jackpot into, like, Knox is back again? Better DLC. Like, this whole thing about there being resurrection in Borderlands 4 or whatever. I'm gonna see if I get a teleport. Bring Knox back. I don't care about Maya. I don't care about Jack. I just want Knox. Oh yeah, I mean, okay, I can't say that. I haven't played DLCs 3 or 4, but I do know that DLC 2 was the best in Borderlands 3. Despite not having played anything after it. I already know it's the best. I'm not even close, so here's my teleport.
The fool.
But yeah, no, that DLC is just fantastic all around. It's just a good DLC. You can ignore the part where it's in BL3. It's good. It would be good kind of regardless. Was this the spawn room? Yeah, so that's not the secret room. This might be the secret room. I'll check.
Tears up.
Oh, my hard capped at 4.5 tears because is when experimental treatment gives you a tears down, is that delay? That's evil. Why are you being evil to me, Isaac? That's another reason not to ever take that item, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, it's 0.5. Because I was remembering times when I was hard capped at 4.5 tiers, and I was like, wait, this is gonna be one of those times. Yeah, I tried to play Borderlands 3 to finally do DLCs 3 and 4 and maybe any other content that I hadn't done. And I got bored so fast, I didn't care. So I'm probably never gonna play them. Anyway, in much the same way, I won't see the movie. I might watch it when it's like free on some service that I have. Like, if I have to spend any money or effort to watch that movie, I'm not gonna do it. But if it takes literally nothing from me, I might. There's a chance. But I probably won't. I probably won't at all. I don't know, they seem to have like real movies on airplanes. Without ever like signing on to their internet or services or whatever. I watched about 4 movies from what people around me were watching on their, like on the services. When I was going to and from California for Mopi's wedding. And they were like recent movies and stuff. I don't think we're just like hated or anything. Okay, The Ring wasn't recent at all, but I don't think that's like a movie that people think sucks. It's just old. Anyway, that is to say, they would probably also get Borderlands on the airplane, I'm sure, but that's not because it's like bad. It's just because they get like a lot of things. November 25th, it'll be on Max. I have that for free, so I guess I still won't watch it, but I might, you know? I feel like if they released it on VHS, that would, it wouldn't make them money, but it'd probably be good press for them. Like they would benefit from that, probably in some way. Just not monetarily. And now we're tier capped. 18-hour bus ride sounds terrible, but I agree. I would rather not watch something than watch that. I mean, I haven't seen it, but my understanding is, yes, I would rather not watch a movie than watch that, one of those movies. That looks secret. I want more fragmented card. Maybe even gold fragmented card. Thank you. You know, I got 99 cents. This guy should be my bestie. Yeah, get out of the way. I want to look at him. All right. All right, well, we got 2 pretty flies, which was acceptable to me.
Luck up.
I was hoping for 3, but can't be too picky.
Tears up.
Speaking of gambling, I think I'm not going to do the BIOS update for the Intel microcode. I'm undervolted and it seems fine. And if it breaks and they won't replace it under warranty, then I'll just switch to AMD or get a newer processor. And this is like gambling, except that I think I've put the odds at least a little in my favor. Gone. Yeah, I have a 13900K. I got like the one. Well, one of the ones. Why? I don't care. It's never shown so much as a single problem, really. At least not that was tied to the processor. And I undervolted anyway. Which is like, the problem is voltage spikes, which I'm wrongly mitigating, if not removing, as the danger. And again, if I'm not, I get cool new stuff instead. That I have to get it, and I can write it off as a business expense, even though, I mean, of course, it still costs me the money, but at least it's a business expense. Gone. And if they do replace it under warranty, since the warranties are all extended, then I can update the BIOS because the undervolt will be different because it's a different chip. and then I can undervolt it again. So like, I think it's fine. But specifically, like, I was researching it. And the BIOS update introduces a setting that I would have to change that, like, fights against undervolting by keeping, because it's fighting against the overvolting, by keeping the voltage in a very, very small range. So I'd have to turn that off, which turns off the mitigation for it going over that voltage, of course. Of course, it should still be better at not going too high because of whatever microcode changes, but like, I'm already preventing it from going super high by being, you know, notably undervolted. So its spikes are probably, you know, closer to normal, if not only slightly above like the normal voltage. So it's like, whatever. It's whatever. I remember my 8700K. I did, I let the motherboard do one of its like easy overclocks. And it put so many volts in that thing. It was so high. I was like, are you, when I like actually learned more and looked at it, I was like, I don't know about this, buddy, but it hasn't had any problems yet. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. And you know what? As far as I know, it still works just fine. It's not my computer anymore, though. Gone. But I think that, especially with my uses, because I don't run the thing at its max voltage or max wattage very much. And like, even when I'm axing it, it's not really going over like 80%. Temperature stays good. Like, the only time I really pushed it was testing the undervolt by, you know, actually getting it to thermal throttling and all that for extended periods of time. And it's never coming close to that. I think it'll be fine. Like, I don't think that I personally need to be very worried. So I'm just gonna pretend that that's true, and we're gonna see what happens. I mean, technically you could do that, Taro, probably. Like, you just get hardware info, watch the voltage when you're doing stuff. And yeah, you could probably learn. Or I could probably look at voltage with RTSS with my performance overlay that I already track wattage with and temperature.
One makes you larger.
I think that for much the same reason that AI overclock, or, you know, not even AI, but like the auto overclocks that they say are AI overclocking, play it safe and, you know, won't get the same results that you will if you try to like get the best undervolt you can kind of thing, or the best overclock you can. The reason that they aren't the same is they can't. They can't figure it out as well as you can at the moment. They're getting better. But for much the same reason as that, they probably can't just be like yes or no, here's the issue, or here isn't the issue. That's why Microsoft has their troubleshooter that is terrible. Instead of, like, you know, using some of their infinite money to make a troubleshooter that can figure something out instead of asking you questions and then being like, I don't know if I'm gonna deal with that, buddy. They probably just can't do that. The troubleshooter is like the worst. I hate that thing. It's so useless. I don't even get how it's so useless. Still, if Microsoft refuses to or can't do it, it's probably at least kind of difficult. But I do gotta wonder, like, why even include this feature? I don't know if it is better than not making an attempt, because it'll be like, checking your drivers. Nah, your drivers are good, dog, but, like, your drivers actually aren't good. The drivers were the problem. You just had to go actually download them, but it could have figured that out if it tried. It just didn't try. I would truly rather not use the Microsoft troubleshooter. Like, oh, you, God, I'm trying to come up with, like, an actual real example of something that was so stupid that it should have been able to solve but didn't. Anyway, consultant, thank you for the 126. That's so freaking many. What the heck? That's crazy. Thank you. Yes, piercing. No, everything else. I forgot to dupe. I forgot I had the thing. I was busy talking about other... I was talking to chat. I mean, it's useless for audio issues. It is, I mean, it's useless for all issues, but it's useless for audio issues for sure. I don't know. I feel like I've had bad times with it doing... All right, I was going to take it, I guess. I don't need a tears up, though. Anyway, I feel like it hasn't solved my network issues. Times when I've had them. Heck yeah. Nah. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, there's a spider there. Good thing I got the jelly. You never understood overclocking? It's kind of like getting the most out of what you paid for. Yes, mantle, fine. Aha! Risking overheating isn't this huge deal. Like, you just, if you're gonna overclock, you get a cooler that can handle your overclocking. I'll get conjoined. That's fine. And I mean, it's usually, unless you've got a really old piece of hardware that you're overclocking. It's not just about like keeping up or whatever. Like, sure, it might be good enough. And it might not matter that you can get a little better. It's just like, you paid for it. Use it to its fullest. It's like a fun problem-solving thing that results in actual games later for fun. And sometimes you do really notice, though. So it's not like always a useless thing. Well, yeah, but like, a lot of the times the increased performance, if you're overclocking something relatively new, the increased performance might not matter. Undervolting is always good. Overclocking, that's kind of like, you know, that's something if you just want to. If you're overclocking something old though, yeah, that's good. So that it performs more towards like current stuff. Sure, that's fun. Do I want it? Right, so in my case, I was gonna overclock the 13900K after undervolting it. I don't want that, let's be real. Just because I wanted the number 6. I was like, 6? 6.0? 6.1? It's cool because it's over 6. But then it would have changed my undervolt, and it would have taken a lot more work and trial and error and restarts, and I was like, never mind, I'm fine with the undervolt. Because my CPU does not need to be overclocked at all. It is fine. It is just completely fine. My GPU, my 3080, that gained a good amount from my overclock. Like that did make a difference. It was a good choice. But like really more than anything, it's just kind of fun at a point. Like I knew going into it that if I was actually gonna overclock the 13900K, that was for fun. That was not something I needed to do. Dang it. I don't even want your friendship. All right, let's do it. We'll be chonky. The 3080 though, if I wanted to ever play anything kind of new, it makes a difference. And I mean, no, it made a difference in general. Just getting 240 and all the things that I play for my monitor. That was why I overclocked it, because I was getting a monitor with more refresh rate, just to make sure I could meet that. And then, I have met that. And GPUs generally really do have the headroom, like thermally. You're pretty much, you're supposed to. GPUs are designed to be used at 100% for extended periods of time, right? So, and they don't even close to get to their temperature, to their thermal throttling when doing so. So GPUs, it's like, fine, you may as well overclock them. And overclocking is really easy. That's the other thing. It's like super easy. You don't have to restart constantly. A program crashes, you just change the overclock. Done. That's not a possible secret implementation. Bro, I don't need tears. That depends on how you use your hardware, really. Because, I mean, yes, overclocking can reduce the lifespan of your hardware. But so can using it in just the scenarios where overclocking reduces the lifespan. Like, just using it in those situations. Like, if you're running your CPU at 100% all the time, that's going to reduce the lifespan of your CPU. If you're running it at 100% while overclocked, if you did a bad job overclocking, that'll reduce it further. But if you just, did a fine job overclocking, it probably isn't worse. It can be, though. It's like, Aha! Like in the case of my GPU, for example, it's specifically designed for overclockers. Like they made my GPU, gave it a higher power limit, and even made available a GPU BIOS that has a higher power limit still. That I did not install. I didn't care. I didn't need it. Yeah, EVGA. Well, yeah, if you're updating your graphics drivers, you're supposed to close everything that uses your graphics. So anyway, my GPU can pull 350 something watts.
Pretty fly.
No problem. But I upped the memory clock by so much. It had so much that it could gain there. And I upped the base clock by like 90 hertz?
Speed.
Megahertz? GPU auto overclocks are fine, by the way. They're not so bad. They're just really conservative. Like the NVIDIA auto overclock in the NVIDIA app, whatever it was called at the time, GeForce Now, no, GeForce Experience. That gave it like plus 75, and I don't think that even messes with the memory. But I got plus a lot on memory. And then I also upped the power limit. I mean, it still doesn't even hit its thermal throttling, not even close. Even at 100%, it's still staying in like the 80s C, which is fine for a GPU. Yeah, it's probably just command, not definition. Right now, my GPU is at 40 watts, though. And I mean, generally, though, when I'm playing even, like, you know, 3D games where my frames will tank sometimes, the GPU is staying at, like, 80 to 90 something percent. And the temperature probably doesn't really break 80, which again, GPUs are fine with. I'd love to put it under a water block and then have it never even break like 50, but that's money and tinkering that I don't want to do. The idea of taking the cooler off of the GPU is like, I've been butzed. Anyway, it like scares me. Even though it's like easy. It's not actually difficult, it's just one of those things where, okay. Anyway, you know, here in my hands I hold $1,000 and it's just on this flimsy circuit board when it doesn't have the cooler on it. Oh, he kills the guy for me. Thanks.